is in 1 Peter chapter 3. For it is better to suffer for doing good, if that should be God's will, than for doing evil. For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God. And so Peter says it's better for us to suffer for doing good, not to repay evil with evil. Because today it's very easy to retaliate. Today the immediate response would be so that they know, so that they can learn, so that they understand the pain that they've caused me, and so that they realize how difficult he made it for me. And then in verse 9, he says this, do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. Words are easily thrown around these days. On the contrary, repay evil with what? With blessing. Because to this you were called. You're called to bless people because you've received a blessing from God. You've received eternal life. And you've received grace. We just talked about amazing grace. If we understand grace, and if we have received this grace, and if we fully embrace it and understand what that means, then we should be able to dispense of it so that you may inherit the blessing, he says. Which tells us we need to be quick to forgive. And that's hard, especially when the pain is deep and the wound is so fresh. And so he says, forgive. Remember what Colossians chapter 3 said, forgive as Christ forgave. The reason why we can forgive is because God's forgiven us.